It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here on this, the 15th of April, 2021. Now, technically, your taxes are still due today.
Still tax day, you're saying?
You got to pay them.
What?
You just don't have to file till May 15th.
You might want to check on that, because I was just at my tax attorney yesterday, and he didn't say anything about that.
Okay, well, that's what my guy said.
Well, it was a corporation. That might be different.
I don't know. I just wrote the checks.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm having a little trouble sitting today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next year, I will be standing. And so will most of you.
Don't you love hearing people talk about their refund and you go, oh, really? That's nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's all my money.
That is so cute. Now, we have introductions, I think, are in order here.
Here we go.
We begin with Ace Cosby, our engineer. Ace, of course, is at his post. The Omaha Steaks Ace Cosby joke of the day desk.
I say, why wait? I say, let's get on it.
Oh, my gosh.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby.
Yeah, Daddy.
With his joke of the day.
Tom was talking about traffic problems. I was behind a truck loaded with Vicks Vapor Rub, and it overturned.
Ooh.
Luckily, there was no congestion.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the
I didn't know what the joke was.
Okay, I honestly chuckled.
There you go.
Just the thought of a truck full of Vicks Vapor Rub and a big tanker.
Is our truck here yet? Do you know where the truck is? See, I have a stuffed up nose.
Very stuffed up, yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
That's a stuffed up nose
You need
for
the
it.
whole truck.
I need the whole truck.
That Vicks Vapor Rub. That's nice. You ever had that rubbed all over your chest?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, when I was 3.
Same here.
Well, Christy, I bet we could get some volunteers.
I said this on the air one time, and I got validated. A lot of listeners also had this happen to them when they were kids. My mom made me swallow that stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that poison?
I don't
Before
know.
you do that, I would really not recommend that.
Goodness knows.
I am not a doctor.
Goodness knows how much my brain's not left, but still.
And I think they make a patch now. Like a
a
really?
Vapo patch?
If you're trying to quit Vicks Vapor Rub, it's helpful, yeah. Can't get off the
I'm on the patch.
Yeah, Willie, it's a bitch to light. Let's see now. Are you in the patch right now?
the nicotine patch?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, we don't have to talk about this on air.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't want.
Well, yesterday he was chewing gum on the air. It turned out it was.
I wasn't chewing gum. I have a nicotine tablet because I'm struggling to quit cigarettes, and there's nothing funny about it.
Apparently not. We're all laughing.
No, you're laughing. Hey,
No, look over there. Josh is laughing.
I am laughing. That's got to be so hard.
Listen to this.
The Flintstones, brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's real.
That was Dr. Fred Flintstone.
If you don't think that the guys on Madison Avenue that did that, if you think they're not in hell, they all just met Bernie Madoff about 12 hours ago.
Bird!
Can you imagine? How can we get kids to start smoking? I know. Fred Flintstone.
Unbelievable.
Have you met Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, you've met Jeffrey Epstein. You old dog, you.
Speaking of smoking, the guy who did Fred Flintstone's voice, and I put his voice as Fred Flintstone up against any character's voice.
That's great.
Even Warner Brothers. It's an amazing. He was 85 when he passed away. The cause was emphysema.
Oh.
So a lot of smoking, I'm guessing.
But at least we got that gravelly voice for...
Yeah, he really had that
Barn.
kicking in.
Did anybody ever go, Flintstones, you just ripped off the Honeymooners.
Oh, absolutely.
At least they were criticized.
And wasn't there didn't they have to talk Jackie Gleason out of suing?
I can't imagine Gleason let him slide.
got him drunk.
I
know.
can't imagine.
It seems...
I think I just read that somewhere. My
Such a
question
jerk.
is, does Aruba Ray ever do commercials for cigarettes?
Hey, it's Aruba Ray! Good to see you, fellas. And Christy.
Yeah.
Hubba, hubba.
Aruba Ray. We'll hear more from Aruba Ray.
Well, I've got a new cigarette from Poland.
Oh, you do?
That's right. Tell us more. They're simply called poles. Christy, have you ever smoked a pole? I got one in my pocket.
Reach around.
I'll see you.
Boy, I did not see that going that direction. My sincere apologies. Welcome back to the show. We have a lot to get to, so let's without any further delay. We have to.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed the alligator program.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's amazing what they can do when they put their minds to it.
Isn't it?
That death roll is something else.
Oh, boy, that's vicious. Yeah.
I heard the story yesterday about those boys with that cheese truck. Boy, I kicked the shine hearing about that.
I think it was a cheese bust, but yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
In upstate New York.
Well, I never drove a truck made out of cheese, but I've hauled my fair share of that Velveeta through the years.
Oh, yeah?
Have you?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Tom, in the world of quality cheese, it starts and ends with Velveeta.
Oh, very tasty.
I've ate so much through the years, I've actually saved all the empty brick-shaped boxes, and built a little doghouse for my big old bunny out back.
Oh, how nice.
Of course, she's getting up there in age, so it's more of a retirement home now. But
I see.
she's real proud of it. But these boys with the cheese truck got the right idea when you think about it. I never thought in a million years that people would buy their lunchtime victuals right off the truck.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Well, around here, we call them food trucks. Y'all ever seen a food truck?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Food truck, absolutely.
Well, back in my day, if someone was driving around trying to lure you in with the corn dog, they were probably up to no good.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Now they got all kinds of trucks driving around selling full manure food.
Yeah.
You know the one place I've never seen a food truck?
Where's that?
At the truck stop.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That's one of those wonders of the world when you think about it.
Kind of
I
ironic.
believe when I finally retire, between my savings and Big D's monthly disability check, we might have to just open our own,
Oh, good.
Start selling Velveeta and jelly sandwiches on Wonder Bread like Mama used to make.
Lovely.
Hey.
Of course, I'll need to come up with the catchy name, like Julius Caesar's or maybe my food truck. Big D kind of likes Living Velveeta Loca.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's very good.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah, probably on the count Ricky Martin gives you the vapors regular.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good-looking man.
He gives everybody
Of
vapor.
course, he makes one hell of a shepherd's pie and a great pot of chili.
Oh.
Maybe we'll just open a chili dog truck. Of course, the recipe comes from a brother, Cleveland Carl.
Oh, no.
Maybe we'll just call it Hot Carl.
No.
Maybe go with Cleveland Steamers on account they'll be bold, but it's always piping hot. Boy, looky there. The price of peat moss has nearly doubled since we tried to flatten the curve.
There is a correlation, isn't there?
Yeah, play mask up and hammer down. Good night.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Floyd. That was very enlightening.
Oh, boy.
No, Big D's brothers from Cleveland.
Who knew?
I had no
Wonder if
idea.
it's Cleveland, Tennessee, or Cleveland, Ohio.
Probably Ohio.
You never know.
You don't.
They're Cleveland, Texas. There might be
Hot Carl's. That'd be a
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, yeah.
nice
a
restaurant.
messy sandwich.
Oh, sure.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's so peaceful in here.
It's kind of peaceful in here. The sports desk is empty. We're getting ready to hook up with comedian Auggie Smith. Oh, wait a minute. There he is. He's getting lined up on the big screen. I love it when you're trying to hook up with someone on these Zoom things. It always looks like you're looking through one of those camera doorbells. And they're kind of looking around, wondering if anybody's home, what's happening. And there he is. Hey, Auggie, how are you?
I'm doing great, Tom.
I like the beard. The bald head.
Right?
And you were one of the first guys going full bald, but now you've got a little bit of fuzz up there, but a nice beard working.
Yeah, looks great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys. I'm trying to look like a modern-day Mel Gibson is what I'm going for.
Yeah, sure.
And I think I've nailed it. I'm a little bit worried because normally I have AirPods in for these things, but the kids ate them, so they... You can still hear, but you can't speak into them anymore. And then the other thing is that I usually do this stuff outside in my backyard. but my neighbor just got a job as a jackhammer instructor. Apparently, the early bird gets the worm in the jackhammer game. So we had to move it all inside. So welcome to my living room, everybody.
All right.
Okay,
well,
let me explain what's happening here. You've got your Josh, Ace, Willie. This is Tom. Let's see. There's Christy and Pat. We're all here. We're speaking to Auggie Smith, who was somewhere in California. Auggie, by the way, the first time he was ever on our show, we talked about the fact that he was from Montana. And Auggie is going to be returning to Montana to Billings at the Red Door Lounge Friday and Saturday, May 7th and 8th. So the return of the native son.
And it's not just the return of the native son to Montana. It's the return of Auggie Smith to stand-up comedy. This is going to be my first long set since COVID started. Whoa. So is it going to be good? No.
Totally very good.
You're my people, and I need you to support me in this.
Yes. Now, since we last saw you, don't you have a third child? Am I correct in saying this?
This is amazing. We did have a COVID baby. We actually had a baby on Veterans Day. So the baby was born 11/11, and he weighed 7 pounds, 7 ounces. And I assure you, he is great at craps. It was fun having a baby on Veterans Day because I asked all the nurses if any of them had served, and one of them had been a Marine. So I got to say thank you for your cervix.
Classic.
Yes.
Then my favorite was a little bit later. I said, Semper Cry.
Very good, very good. Auggie Smith is our guest.
We were having the baby, and in another room, there was a woman also in labor, and she was screaming like one of the victims in one of those hillbilly cannibal movies. You know, just this blood-curdling, horrible scream. And the nurse said, "Oh, she's having a natural delivery."
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, whatever that is, that ain't natural, right? Because the wife and I, we always do the epidural. We don't. I mean, she does. And my favorite joke, and I've done it 3 times in a row now, is when he comes in with the needle, I say, we prefer to have it in pill form, crush it up, and snort it. Bigger laugh than I've ever gotten with it, I got to tell you.
Oh, 3rd time's the charm.
The doctors don't appreciate it.
Oh, I see. Oh.
So
I did.
Auggie,
I got a big promotion this year, though, Tom.
Oh, what's that?
I got promoted from parent to teacher.
Oh,
I'm very excited about that. For COVID times, you know, because my oldest now is kindergarten, and so because of the COVID, they sent him home, and we do homeschool. And now I'm a teacher, and so you're probably saying, "Og, what's your teaching style?" Great question. Hey, you know that obviously hungover substitute that would reel in the TV and VCR and show you Charlotte's Web no matter what class you happen to be in? I aspire to that guy's passion. Okay? To me, that is the guy from Stand and Deliver, and I'm just trying to be him. Basically, I'm Edward James almost.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Auggie Smith is our guest. Once again, Auggie returning to Montana. Friday, May 8th, Friday, May 7th, Saturday, May 8th at the Red Door Lounge. The return of stand-up comedy as the COVID era, we hope, is completely exiting. And how much time did you spend in Montana? Were you born there?
I was not born there. I moved there when I was 7 years old, and I stayed there until I graduated from high school. And then I moved to Chicago to start stand-up comedy. And when I was 18, Willie, you know anything about that?
I love Chicago. Chicago is
something like that.
The best stand-up comedy scene to start in, I would say, is Chicago.
Yeah, Willie's there tonight.
Well, let me tell you something about 1989, young man. There were 14 working comedy clubs in the Chicago area in 1989 when I started. and I still couldn't get on stage. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow. Now, have you been able to get out of town at all? Have you been on a vacation, or have you been in Los Angeles all this time?
Basically, it's been me and the wife and the kids at home because when COVID started, that's when we got pregnant. It was funny because COVID starts and I start doing all these weird jokes, online. There was one where I said, to all of you that made a decision to not have children, I'd like to say that you were correct, right? Funny joke. Literally 2 days later, we found out we were pregnant. Like, all right, I guess I take that one back. But the funny thing about being home and teaching my son in kindergarten is he's got an iPad and everything. They gave him an iPad, and it's the curriculum. It's the curriculum, Tom, because they're teaching these kids about the alphabet and about simple addition and subtraction. I'm like, dude, these are the end times. We need to be teaching these children to fight, hunt, and find water. They're talking about these word problems of, David has 4 apples and Susan gives him 2 apples. How many apples does he have? How about a neighboring warlord murders your father and you have to take revenge in the name of the tribe? How about that? That's what we talked about. They sent my son home with an iPad. They should have sent him home with a crossbow and a divining rod. If you're not going to do that, at least send him home with 2 iPads so we can rub them together to make fire. Come on. LA unified?
Auggie Smith, father of 3. And we never expected you to be father of any. So it's quite a shift in your life. No, don't take that the wrong way. I just thought you were going to be a forever bachelor. And here he is. And that's not the case.
I think it's important to wait as long as possible to have your children. What I hope is to be wheeled in to my child's graduation. That's what I really want.
Tell it, brother.
You're preaching to the choir.
Tell Tom more about that, will you?
I've done the math on this. I'll be 20 years into Social Security watching a high school graduation.
Whoa. This is an absolutely true story. The day I brought my newborn home, I got my AARP card in the mail. That is 100% true story. Yeah. So I wish I would have gotten it beforehand. I could have gotten 15% off of our breakfast on our way home. But so the lockdown happens, and so this is being Los Angeles. Everything closes down, even like playgrounds close down. So it's just me and the kids around the house, and we're just finding things to do. And their favorite thing is to get sidewalk chalked. So they lay down, and I have this brightly colored chalk, and I outline them, and then they color it in. So my driveway looks like the site of the most adorable massacre in American history. It looks like a disgruntled Keebler elf returned to the tree to exact God's revenge. Basically, every time I drive home, I expect like a Care Bear in a detective outfit to be writing stuff into a notebook.
Putting out a candy cigarette.
Yes.
I work too damn hard.
Auggie Smith. Auggie, it's so great talking to you. Once again, I'll remind everybody, Auggie's returning to Billings, Montana, the Red Door Lounge, Friday, May 7th and Saturday, May 8th. The return of stand-up comedy with the great Auggie Smith. Thanks, Aug. Congratulations on the family.
Great to see you, Auggie.
You look very nice.
Funny.
Love the beard. He looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah. Before there was a lot of flesh.
What is wrong with you? He's still
Hang on.
Classic Griswold. He says something last minute, the person can't defend themselves.
Right.
That's his move. That's his move.
No, he hears you.
I want a rebuttal.
I got a question. How long are you going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day? What the hell?
Yeah, what's going on?
What the hell's going on there?
I see in the
background. Yeah, there's.
You got the pot of gold, the hat. All right.
It's St. Patrick's Day year round, man.
Okay.
I'm still going to keep drinking. I didn't leave my wife after Valentine's Day.
Right right now, Josh has some mail. Is that correct?
That's right. Our friend Andy, the truck driver, used to haul a lot of produce out of Southern California. He says there's a Farmer's Boy restaurant in Colton, California that he would frequent.
Yes.
And the burgers are incredible. He also says they have an amazing breakfast. Highly recommends Farmer's Boy.
Okay, Farmer Boys, because they have a contest. How does it work, Christy? You can get free burgers for you if you get a tattoo of their logo.
Yeah, there are 3 designs to choose from. It has to be 2 inches by 2 inches. And yes, they will.
Now, is that the minimum? Could you go? Could you go full bore and get like all the way across your back?
But I think it's only like 1 burger a week or something.
Still, it's
so not unlimited.
Yeah, it's not unlimited. It's just for a year. That's 52 burgers. You would tattoo yourself for.
Yeah.
Think of that.
Oh,
for 52 burgers?
What is that, like $150 or something?
Yeah.
Well, it depends how good are the burgers.
I'm sure they're very good.
I'm looking at their website. It looks great.
It does look great.
Now, we have...
Can we DoorDash them?
Some other things coming up in the news.
Yep, they'll be here Thursday.
Okay.
Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Messed up, Arnard.
We were doing so well. Way to go, dumbass.
Guys, I am so sorry. Please forgive me.
You know what? Apology not accepted.
Here, let's try it again and pick another day. Any other day but Thursday, okay?
Oh, man, these burgers look so good.
Hey, can we DoorDash those?
Yeah, they'll be here Tuesday.
Yeah!
Thank you for the mulligan.
All is forgiven.
Did you see him triumph through adversity right there? That was great.
Thank you so much. Tom?
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.